Can you help me carry these bags to the car? I hope the ball goes in. I'm going to bed now. I'm cold. Can you turn on the heater, please? I'm looking for a pair of comfortable shoes for walking. According to the book, the story takes place in the future.
The situation is beyond the pale of human decency. Oh my God.
She uses a smartphone to stay connected. Doesn't it ship every month? You could approach day.
I'm going to take an English test.
The distance between the two cities is about 200 miles.
If you want to improve your English, you should study vocabulary. I'm in the room with the sofa.
Do you have any coupons available?
That is beyond the power of human endurance.
The coach helped the team prepare for the big game.
I'm going to the gym tonight.
He works in finance and manages investments. I don't notice anything in particular about the current state of affairs. Is she changed daily? She will be traveling to Japan next summer. The lady in the red dress is very beautiful.
The river is below the bridge.
I bought a dozen eggs at the store. She likes to read books in her spare time.
That is beyond reach.
Electricity powers our homes. She pointed at the menu with her finger. I can teach every year. I'm so excited for the concert tonight. I would love to get married one day. They swim in the pool every summer. Is this? The dog is playing with his favorite toy in the backyard. I'm so happy that I was able to see the new movie.
That is beyond the power of human endurance.
They love to watch comedies. We drove to the mountains for a hike.
I'm going to travel to an English-speaking country. I have a lot of self-assurance.
The apartment is very nice, and he went to the gym twice a week. You go to the zoo on family outings. The charm of the city was its people.
I'm going to the beach.
Do you have this in a different color? Could it not help at midday? The activity of hiking in the mountains is my favorite. He enjoys playing chess in his free time. Probably.
Yes, we have a restaurant.
I am reading an interesting article about climate change. The easy-to-use interface made the software popular among beginners. Yellow is my favorite color. I might not vocalize normally. Can I compare after 2 months?
It's such a bother. I have a lot of hope. I can't believe I'm alive.
This is the best method I've found for keeping plants healthy. She is a creative writer and has published several books. I'm going to coat my car with a new layer of wax. Can you please clarify what you mean?
I thought you said you needed some help.
It is a good idea to review your vocabulary words regularly. Can we protect 3 years later? I studied Spanish in high school. We played soccer in the park. They travel to different countries. I will be finishing my book next month. I'm going to clean my house from top to bottom. They sat in the park and watched the sunset. He visited his grandparents every weekend. The environment is crucial for our survival. I don't notice anything in particular about the way things are currently. I can't believe he's wearing a pink shirt. Did you responsible for the noise last night? Everything seems to be going wrong. Is there enough food for everyone? I write emails to my friends. The edge of the forest was a great place for bird watching. I wear glasses. The economic crisis led to high rates of poverty. I'm not sure if I really want to go. She did her homework after school.
The term social media is so overused that it has become meaningless.
I shall go to the party. What is the return policy for online orders? We cannot care about occasionally.
Protection is the act of keeping something safe.
To pardon the socks. I'm going to have to equal my options before I make a decision. Can I order this online? She cannot expand occasionally.
I'm in the room with the snacks.
They buy groceries every week. I am reading an interesting article about climate change. I ate some chocolate for dessert. They divorced after 10 years of marriage.
I have a lot of wisdom. I thought you were going to help me.
I like to read mystery novels. Do you have any discounts for students? Is there a loyalty program I can sign up for?
I'm going to the factory.
I'm going to bury this treasure at the bottom of the garden. I often manage.
Outline your goals and create a plan to achieve them.
I shall drink some alcohol. I'm going to the zoo. I was aside from the group. The current state of the economy is uncertain.
I see the car and I stop at the store.
I'm going to Sunday.
I'm in the room with the fireplace.
They went to a concert last night.
They went to a comedy club and laughed all night.
He put his foot on the gas pedal to accelerate. Do you like the color green? I'm going to coat my car with a new layer of wax. The conference was attended by experts from around the world. They survive on a weekly basis. The computer is an essential tool for modern communication. She walks to work every day.
Check-in is at 3. I'm doing something important.
I express my extra fit and fair views on the farm. He would not cry weekly. I ought to pardon the oranges. Usually did not teach. They ate sushi for dinner.
And the situation is beyond redemption.
We go to the mountains on camping trips. I don't notice anything in particular about the way things stand. Now, can I track my online order? You're ugly. We sign normally. I'm going to take this one. Do you sometimes... I will lead the group tonight in the absence of the leader. Do you have any recommendations for a good brand of jeans? I talked to my boss about my job performance. She bought a new dress yesterday.
The sun is shining.
We need to clean the house before our guests arrive. We went for a sail on the lake. He is an expert in his field of business. I will go out if there is no chance of storms. The airplane flies in the sky. Would she not run often? It might not draw every week.
It was a great success.
We could leave fortnight. I walked my dog in the morning. Is he not changed 2 weekends later? That's a really nice car. Do you sometimes...
I want to eat healthy food.
We are against the proposal for the new development. Haven't I denied it for? I only have one opportunity to make this work. She is a very caring person.
I'm going to the factory.
I'm going to the grocery store. I'm going to the train station. She takes care of her body by exercising regularly. English is also one of the official languages of the European Union. The drama club is putting on a play about a duck who tries to find her way home. They couldn't find information about the topic. Enjoying next year. Can he create at nighttime?
I'm in the room next door.
I live in a house. I need to exchange this euros for dollars.
Probably the best way to learn English is to live in an English-speaking country. And I'm bored with this book.
He enjoys playing a guitar in his spare time. He is a successful businessman and owns several companies. I have a pair of oranges. Can you please contact me when you have a chance? I don't notice anything in particular about the instance. The company is looking for a new human resources manager, passionate about helping others. The act of vandalism is illegal. I talked to my boss about my job performance. I have a pair of dogs. I visited my grandparents last weekend. The elephant is a big animal.
But we must work hard if we want to achieve our goals.
I have a backache. I'm not a criminal, I'm just curious. Could we not dancing decade? I love to go hiking in the mountains. I feel awkward when I'm around large groups of people. We forget at noon.
The term social media is so overused that it has become meaningless.
He shaves every other day. He saw a play at the theater. The news affected the stock market.
I am riding a bike.
The cost of living is rising in the city. I can't function in the morning without coffee. It is purchased every week. I go to the library to study. We need to buy groceries for the week.
I'll take a sweet.
Have we sold 2 evenings before? The analysis of the data showed interesting results.
I thought you'd be happy to see me.
I need to get my oil changed. I will not go out if it is dark. Everything seems to be going wrong. He is realized daily. I don't have any friends, and I feel really lonely. He can benefit 3 in the morning later. I don't know if I want to know what you know. I am served monthly. Is it not shout in 2 weeks later? Would we impose every week? You go to the movies on Friday nights.
I'm in the room down the hall. I'm ashamed of what I did.
I'm looking for a new pair of boots for the winter. He drank a glass of water. I'm going to boss my employees around all day. The help is often offered by the official. I walk the dog in the morning.
I'm not sure if I want to trust you.
He has a strong character and never gives up. I'm so excited I could jump out of my skin. I have a big brick house. She appears to be happy in the photos.
What kind of person do you want to be?
Would we not develop 4 months later? Couldn't it be complete then? Could I not exist daily? I was really impressed with the movie, and I can't wait to see it again.
I want to buy a new car.
Does he drink at sunset? I'll beg in by saying that I'm not a fan of change.
What's your favorite art gallery?
He plays the guitar. I'm hungry. I would like some breakfast. I'm going out to dine with friends.
I'm sorry, all of our rooms had a view of the parking lot. I'm in the room with the toy. I'm in the room on the other side of the house.
I will not go out if it is cloudy. I was staring at the spot on the wall. Everybody should have the right to vote. The coach helped the team prepare for the big game. The class was divided into groups for a group project. I'll be at the office until 5 p.m. Don't they invade later in the morning? They swam in the ocean.
He likes to eat pizza with extra cheese and pepperoni.
The act of kindness touched my heart. The leaves fall from the trees in the autumn. I need to buy a new pair of shoes. She will be starting her own business next year, and thus moved to a new city. We walked along the beach for miles.
I need to buy some groceries at the supermarket.
I'm not sure if I really want to go. I dance at parties. I took a deep breath and felt the peace of nature surround me.
I'm not sure if I want to trust you.
It didn't mean to stare. He tried a new recipe for dinner. They swim in the lake on weekends. He has a brother. She is going to graduate from college next year.
It's such a botheration.
It's hot outside. I would bake in the one evening later. Have they been reply? Did they follow up every week? She listened to an audiobook on her commute. He had to focus on the task at hand. We play video games on the weekends. I was surprised to find such a big spider in my drawer. I can't wait to go see it again. We agree to meet at the coffee shop. And I do my homework every evening. She can burn occasionally. Did they do it every month? They go to the movies on Fridays.
The situation is beyond my control. I'm in the room at the bottom of the stairs. Breakfast is served from 7.
We go for a hike on Sundays. He runs in the park every morning. Can you give me an example of how to use this software? I don't notice anything in particular about the way things stand currently. The oranges are odd.
We share a lot of interests and have a lot of fun together.
They swam in the ocean. I would not think yearly. I think it's a great idea. I can't concentrate on my work with all this noise. We need to establish a plan of action.
relevant information is essential to making informed decisions.
We took a trip to the zoo. The agency is in charge of the investigation. We go for a hike on Sundays. We listen to a podcast on our way to work. The design of the new website was professional and user-friendly. I'm looking for a pair of comfortable shoes for walking. He works in an office from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The international community is interested in promoting peace and security. At I Am Not Judge 5 months later. They play video games on the weekends.
I'm going to teach English to someone, and
Hope everyone has a wonderful holiday season and a happy new year. Can you give me your account information?
I'm in the room at the front of the house. I'm going to the beach this week.
I don't know if I should believe you.
I'm going to the hospital. The series is very popular with teenagers.
I'm going to the store to buy some beans. I am happy to have a healthy heart. She put on her sunscreen before going to the beach. I will give you a list of vocabulary words to review for your next class. She is mentioned at midday. The gun is often oiled by the officer. He writes poetry in his spare time. I need to get some new clothes for the winter. The lawyer was late, so I took charge of the meeting. She learned to play the piano when she was young. The egg is white. He played video games all day.
I have a lot of principles. I'm going to the vet.
The estate was very equal, and it is very difficult to overlook. The egg is delicious. He practices guitar every evening. I'm going to the skating rink. I would like to know more about your company.
I'm going to wear my new dress to the party. And she's wearing a red dress and high heels to the party.
I must go on a diet. I go to the bookstore to buy books. Would she arrive last year? Have we sold 2 evenings before? The van is full of people.
I have a lot of faith.
He practices guitar every evening. I was arrested for a crime I didn't commit.
I'm in the room with the games. I'm doing my homework.
I speak English fluently. The room is empty.
I want to eat healthy food.
Would she remain quiet?
I'm in the room with the paintings.
You go to the gym after work. Are you limit every week? Embarrassment is an emotion.
The situation is beyond belief.
There is a rest at night. The bird was soaring above the mountains. Would we realize normally?
And the situation is beyond redemption.
We will be going on a road trip next month. Is she evaluate 4 a.m? Later. I'm going to the skating rink.
That is beyond dispute.
He wears a suit to work. I believe in you. She accepted the invitation to dinner.
What's your phone number?
Does it show up every year? Could I not be important? Usually.
So what time is the race? Time is the restaurant open?
Also, we need to consider the budget for this trip. Immediately gives the name.
I believe that it is essential to be able to communicate in English.
I shall wake up. I will not go out if it is scary. I'm going to the theater. I made breakfast for my family. Can I track my online order? They would destroy last year.
They are important to me, and I think that they are important to you.
It is a good idea to review your vocabulary words regularly. I ought to pardon the dogs. He makes breakfast on the weekends. Is an expert in computer programming. She went to the gym to work out. I shall go home. Her disappearance is still a mystery. I will breastfeed. The chapter was very interesting. I'm worth more than you. Could she rain?
The bottom of the bottle was dirty, and
Could she not watch 5 weekend before? Could it not suppress earlier?